Hello, this is Know-It-All, and I am back with a video. And how I mentioned that I was going to start a Minecraft series. Well, I am. This will not be a survival, it'll just be a Minecraft series. Creative, because that's what it's going to be. Free flying, get destroy blocks instantly. I like doing survival, but I'm not going to, because I just don't want to do it. So we'll do creative. You have to have cheats on, as always. And I'm going to do it large biomes default. Super flat makes it nice for these. Why am I doing this? Well, as I mentioned, I'm going to start this series, and I'm going to start these with a simple building design. So we're just gonna take my infinite blocks, chicken. This is going to be a chicken farm, and you'll see why I chose chicken farms, because I used to play on servers, and options, difficulty, easy, peaceful, and I always started off, and I always had the issues of finding chickens. I know this is a big house, but and once I did find them, I would put them in the fence, and I put them like inside my house, because you would claim the area in your house. And we'll just say this is the door. And I always I always had a decent sized house, because I had large forest. Wait, I need that. I had always had a large forest next to me, and I always replenished the trees and gathered more, and I just didn't, and the hard part was just finding the chicken, and I would buy them from other players, and I used to have a nice little farm going. I made the mistake of putting them in the fence. Well, some of you will be saying, oh, why was that a mistake? Well, you put them in the fence and put them in my house. Well, chickens jump around and try to escape. They don't like being contained. Well, none of the creatures do. I need torches. And this will work. You need at least a 2-story house for this real quick. And I always made the mistake of putting them in there, and they would just suffocate because they push themselves over the fence and into the wall. Well, I don't want that to happen, and I couldn't figure, and I kept thinking, and I kept reading through patch notes, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, what do they change with the chickens mechanics, and how can I use that? And then I read, oh, well, they'll fight upstream. That's great, but what can I do with these so I can get more chicken eggs, like make myself food and survive? Well, what I did, took my house, this is on a small scale. Obviously, if you got like a giant mansion, this will also work. It'll work with any length as long as you do what I do. And I'll just put this, like if I was to make this go out higher, I could do that. Like push it all the way over there, it would still work. You would just need more buckets of water, and I just recommend creating like an infinite water supply. If you don't have one, everybody needs to have an infinite water supply, at least in their house. I do. And just not here. I'm gonna pause this real quick as I continue building this. Okay, sorry about that, but I'm back. And this little house, it doesn't need to be this tall. It doesn't really need to be this tall. All I have to do is have 2 floors. I like taller buildings. I don't know why. And I don't know why I have not many torches, but I'll just go like this. So that's my 2nd floor. And at least have one space like right there, so the ladder. You'll need some ladders, and yeah, you'll need ladders. So I'll just type in ladder, and they come right there. I don't even know why I put them. This is just for your representation. And just put these like this. I don't even know why I bought the torches. It's on peaceful, but it helps you guys see better. And just keep placing. Make this all the way 1 complete floor. Remember, it does not need to be this tall, but I like making my buildings look like I would like look on the outside and be like, that's kind of cool. I like putting windows. I'll probably put that later. But you walk in. I like putting like a. You'll want to add it like a room. Like you'll want to like put a door right there. Like you'll come up, and then you'll be like, and you go at that, and you close this. You'll see why. And you don't need a torch there. It's gonna make it worse for you in the end. But and then what you'll do is you'll just go right out. I didn't make this right. I don't think I did. As we can see, you'll want to skip a block, add one. Skip a block, add one. Skip a block, add one, and I put one right in there. All according to calculations, basically. And you'll want to keep yourself like a little space to jump on. The chickens won't jump out, but like I like having little walls separate things. Unless you like one. No, let's just leave it. Just to show you that the chickens won't. At least keep it right there. And now you see how the water's pushing it out. It'll continue to push it this way as long as you put one in every block. And it'll come down. As you can see, this is where you'll want your ladders. Block. Block. And you want to do this because the chickens are going to continue to fight the stream, but and they'll continue to fight the stream, but the eggs will still fall, and they won't be able to reach up here. This is kind of like a short thing, but if you just spawn it, and the chickens are going to be right there, and they won't leave that spot. Like, we'll just put like a lot of chickens. Get off of there. We'll just spawn chickens. And they won't suffocate because the water is pushing them, and they keep jumping. And when they lay eggs, the chicken eggs will still fall. This is on a small scale, but yeah, this is a very small scale. And then if you'll see, come back down. Gotta wait for one to lay an egg, so I'll pause it real quick. No, I did not pause it. There we go. Sorry about the wait, but took a while for the stupid chickens to lay an egg, but they see the eggs are falling through. And if you want to get do something better, you can just go right there, and put like one bucket there, and have the and the eggs will just come down this path. No, you don't need that many buckets now. I got it wrong. It's just like look at it wrong. But the eggs just fall down, and you just stand there like a boss. And that right there is an indoor chicken farm. Easy to create and addable to any house. I'll be back with more chicken farm ideas and chicken farm factories, and maybe ones with automatic cookers. But thank you for watching, and stay tuned. Now, as y'all remember, the last video I made for Freedom was this little chicken farm. Indoors, very compact, and it's nice because you can still breed the chickens and do what you want. Don't know why it's like this. Now, this is additional to any house. Now, what if you're the kind of person and don't want to have it outside your house, and maybe you're just starting out and you don't have as many materials, and well, this is a nice little trick. Glass. I know, right? Glass. Glass is a nice thing because you can build a nice little compact building. That would be a little bit much, but you're gonna get the idea here of it. kind of off the same principle. You don't really, yeah, you'll need it. And why am I using glass? You don't need to use glass for all of it. I'm gonna do this, but you'll need to have at least glass up where you'll contain your chickens. Now, why do you want to use glass? Well, glass, by default, is technically counted as an air block according to the game's code. And if you get a nice little hole right there, all the eggs should come out right there. And the water's pushing all the eggs down there. Now, your chicken, well, yeah, we'll kind of be off the same principle. You'll need the same basic principle as the last one. Oops. Some people like theirs outside. I prefer mine inside. I like keeping everything close and nearby in case I need to get rid of it. And this is a nice little farm because it's simple, it's easy to make, and everybody loves it. Not everyone. I'm talking about some of you haters out there. Yeah, haters. No, I'm not gonna use that word anymore. I hate when people use it in school. Like, oh, haters. You know what, that word's kind of stupid and annoying. And, yeah, this is gonna be kind of the same principle. Because, you'll first wanna, yeah, you'll just start with, like, add your water. Nothing's wrong. It's a little too compact on the face. You see, if you saw the one in here, and the floor, I'll push him on one specific angle. It's just too, it's a little bit more compact than this one. Not as efficient, but it's controlled from like more beginning people. But it's kind of the same principle. And when you always need water. Water's just the best friend in this game. Keep pushing, and let me suggest something. I suggest making a door. Crap, no. You know what? That ain't gonna work now that I look at it. But there's like a little bit ladders or something. You can't really build like ladders and glass kind of one. It's really just like a little tower. And go like this. It's kind of expensive now that you look at it. And if you want to make sure chickens don't get out, you at least want to have the barrier up to where they won't be harmed. Because chickens jump and their tendency to jump is kind of annoying. Like, you only need glass for the real containment part, but this whole thing is made out of glass just to show you the basic looks and how it works. It's basically the same thing as the indoor one, but on a much smaller scale. And then what you'll do is you'll just be like, whoops, you got your chickens, okay? Add yourself a roof. You don't have that a roof, I just come on family. You won't need one. Christopher, shh. That's my little brother. And, yeah, you'll want to make sure you can still get up here and add more eggs. But, yeah, just come up here and chuck more eggs in here like this. Just be like, yeah, chicken first. That was a little bit more eggs than what I was planning on. And then, be like a ninja. And, I made a mistake that I just realized. You can't use glass for the floor. You can't use glass. Because, basic principle again, you can't. So, and, you know, the ladder trick. It also works with signs if you don't want to use as much, son of a gun. If you don't want to use as much, sticks on it, This is, I like ladders. I don't know why. But, see, when you're on regular mode, you're not using these, features like that anymore. Okay, glass again. Now it's just being mean on purpose. Oh, note for you, do not add the water, because that'll just make a mess. Add the water and chicken afterwards, but it's just kind of easier to show you guys how this works. Again, same basic principle. Glass ups, I'll show you guys. Chickens are up here. Water pushes them. These are air blocks, so you don't have to worry about them suffocating in the walls. Floor, make sure it's wood. Ladders keep the water from falling. Eggs fall straight down, and the little path for the water is right there. So I could just be like, look at me, I'm such a boss, and I'll just drop something like, I'll drop some pistons down there. Why pistons? I don't know. And falls right there. And that is your chicken farm in a nutshell. It can also, it would work with multiple levels too if you keep adding on to it. If you want to do a smaller structure but more compact space, you can have multiple levels. I'll do that in another video. And stay tuned for the next video where I'll actually do that. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Whoops, there it is.